Said like a true Hawaiian. God, look at it. It's so beautiful. That down here is Cathedral. It's so gorgeous, dude. Cathedral. And of course, Cathedral does actually continue across the river. There's a ferry from Brownsmead, Napa, which is over here. Look at that, man. That's so beautiful. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get. I wanted to capture these inlets. They're abnormally smooth for nature to naturally make, but they're still wonderful to look at. You can see a mountain way out here, just barely peeking out from behind the clouds. And I don't know if that's actually St. Helens or not, or if that's actually Rainier. It feels like geographically, directionally, that should be Rainier, but it shouldn't look that big, which is why I'm thinking it's actually St. Helens. But if you look, you actually see Mount Hood right here. It's freaking beautiful. Other than that, the paper plant, but I love it. Baldview State Viewpoint. It's wonderful. I just realized you can actually see one of the inlets going all the way through the actual town on the island. It's nice. Yeah. Well, especially after a fresh rain around here, you know, it gets wonderful. Yeah. Be able to capture it.
Cathedral Trail. You guys stand like in front of the garbage can so you block that. Yeah. You guys have the thing. Everything is green here. Look at this.
Yeah.
If there's any dirt, something's growing out of it. Look at it.
Oh yeah.
Moss,
Always.
different varieties. Look at this. We got this type of moss, and then we got another totally different type of moss right there. Amazing.
Lichens.
I'm trying to replant micro area. Oh yeah, Bill, look, you walk on the side here and it's not as muddy. I'm not really too worried about like spongy mud. It's the really slick stuff that is all Look how green this is. Wow. It smells so good in here.
It really does.
This guy's hiking down near the stream, see that?
Yep.
Look at this neon orange fungi.
Oh no, yeah, those. There's a nature park that Metro opened recently, called Chehalem Ridge Nature Park. Me and Erica went there shortly after it opened last year, and I finally found out via an infographic what kind of fungus that is.
It's like a whole nother
an
animal.
That kind of fungus will literally melt. So like by summer, it turns to like this weird gelatinous fluid. It's really cool. Yeah.
I wonder if it regrows later in the winter or something.
It does. Yep. Comes nice and solid. Yeah, it's not quite the right color. It's actually properly orange.
Oh, look at the roots. Look at that little stream you walked next to on the way to North Silver Falls. The little canyon stream running down the hill. Oh, that's cool. The falls are not this tree. Look, this tree went down. Oh, beautiful. I'm glad we came here. This is what I'm hoping for. Some
Yeah.
fern forest and evergreen trees. Good on the edge, huh?
Nice.
Yeah. Bush like this one like you. Silver Falls or Native American beat the bear or something. The bush like that. It was like Salao or something like that. I don't remember the name. Oh, it's got some good.
Yeah, it's true.
Backwards.
Gotta have the fun with it. Style arcs.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it.
It is.
Salao. Oh yeah, Bill. Salao.
Oh, yeah, it is labeled.
Okay. Is that the berry? That's the same berry you're talking about? Yeah, it grows like crazy along the coast. But yeah, there's multiple things.
Surprised I haven't seen any like salmonberry bushes anywhere.
Oh, look at this tree. This tree. Look at that bent backward. Yeah, it's still partially connected.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Look at the fungus on top of that tree.
Oh yeah, wow. Look
That
at
stump.
That mushroom. Bombers. This place is amazing. This is a plant heaven right here. All this stuff rotting. Lots of stuff.
There's actually a tunnel in there. How quickly
Tunnel in what?
Underneath this root ball of this tree. Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, I bet there's a tunnel in there from some animal that's going to make its den.
Yep, they do. They're always looking for cover. Cover from the rain.
Yep, and then they just tunnel into the ground. Well, bam. This is a little steeper than I thought it would be, but I like it. It's a good steepness. Enough to make you breathe a little heavy.
It's not, I don't think it's not because the hard trail is not very long.
Yes.
It's a beautiful little
That's probably the only real elevation.
That's beautiful. Is it a root or a tree that fell down?
Yeah.
Is it that just a root or a tree?
I love the makeup of the ground. Look at this.
Yeah, it's like almost halfway.
It's a very different... No, it's not. It's like loose sandstone, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, look. Right up here you can see the dirt. The dirt is kind of a sandstone or something. Here, oh, I can. It's going into it. You know what they did? They put a pipe underneath the trail. They put a pipe underneath the trail. You know what I mean?
Yep. Everywhere you go in Oregon, it doesn't matter where you go, even outside in the outskirts of cities, in towns like this is Astoria, you'll always find homeless somewhere. It's a big problem we have. They claim it's the richest nation in the world, but if you live here, you know it's completely the opposite. But it's just a rare few that have that privilege, being a part of that. Well, I'm assuming it has to be this tree that is no longer a tree. Unfortunate. Old man's beard. That's what this is. It's my favorite lichen in the world. I tend to liken to lichen.
On the ground.
Looks like cedar.
Let's smell how good this smells.
Oh my god.
You know, here, have a piece.
Have a sprig.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that nice?
Mm.
What a great fragrance. Wow.
It looks more like you. I think it's a U.
I think you're right. I think it's specific to you.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing?
I think it's specifically for you. Anyway.
that little trickle. I should have taken the little wood. Listen to that little thing. That's awesome, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What a healthy area. Look how beautiful.
It's missing a lot of its understory, though. Yeah, I figured that this wasn't actually a proper path because I saw that bridge. Look at this lichen.
We went back this way because it's too muddy up there.
Well, there's also no pathway through there. This is actually the only path that appears. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? That might be that spruce.
Nope, the other one's right. I saw pictures of it.
Ah.
That's not it. This is beautiful.
Hey, look at this, though. Isn't this pretty?
Beautiful.
Oh, it's so
We
pretty.
have one in Hawaii, and it's kind of like it's called.
I love lichen so much.
Beautiful.
I really take a liking to
Is
lichen.
that one that just grows off the air, off the water, like at the airplane?
Nope.
Nope, not.
Here, what do you think? New hairdo?
That's pretty cool. We need a shot of it.
Don't wig out.
Hold on. Little British Parliament. Order in the court. Order.
Yeah. A little wig.
To the left, I think it goes up to the spruce, and if you go that way, that goes over to the column.
That looks like it, yeah. That would be the right direction for the column. I accidentally threw that directly into my own face. It's a hecky. There he is. Maybe not nature, but here's a fun fact about Oregon. Oregon only has a single plane. They don't have helicopters, but they have a single plane for all police agencies in the entire state, including search and rescue, actually, Coast Guard, to use. And that's it. Whereas news agencies have 2 helicopters they have to fight over in the entire state.
Look at the root system of that.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing?
You know I got to go in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to happen.
You have to take some footage from inside.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that amazing? Look at that. They're such a powerful tree. Their roots just nestle in and.
All right. You want to hold this?
Yeah.
You got a shot of me inside of it? No problemo. Actually, I wanted to go further than this, but this is fine, right?
I want to give it some perspective.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up, pan up.
And then I'll zoom in on you.
This is actually really relaxing, though. It doesn't look like a comfortable position, but it actually kind of is, other than my left ankle.
Cool.
Whee! Gravity.
Inside, there you go. Shot.
Yep. It's incredible.
Piano.
Let me look at the viewpoint here.
Whoop. All the way through the other way.
This tree, they said, it's 300 years old. This one?
Yep.
Look at this, Bill. Look at this little fern growing right out of that.
Like, look at this. Isn't it just absolutely incredible? Living history. This is apparently 300 years old, this big beauty. This big green friend of ours. This is just incredible. Think about how much history and world shift and change has happened in that time. It's just crazy.
You had salmon berries before? Are they good?
I have not.
He thinks.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually see the skunk cabbage, but it apparently exists. Okay.
How was that raven? How was that little? So a Sitka. I wonder if these are more coastal trees.
They are.
Yeah. They don't grow up in the alpine at all.
They can, but they're naturally
Yeah. Or like should say a higher
subalpine.
Subalpine.
I mean, they're from like Sitka, Alaska, right?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, really?
And that Sitka is down near the coast, isn't it?
Yep. It's in the panhandle of Alaska.
So Danny, your cousin was up in Alaska until about a month ago.
Which one?
Keenan, your second cousin, I guess it would be.
Okay.
Cousin David's son.
I don't remember anything about him.
He's 24.
Okay.
He already has his, get this down, he already has his pilot's license.
Oh, jeez. Well, if he's planning on spending a lot of time or living in Alaska, he asked her.
Well, I think he might actually be able to do a bush pilot up there at some point. He likes it.
Yeah.
He was thinking about going back to Ecuador, but I think now he would rather go to Alaska.
Yeah, he's pretty well traveled for a young man. He's pretty well traveled.
Yeah.
This place is beautiful. It's just all glowing green.
Yep.
Great. Just absolutely loving.
I just realized there's a dog bag there.
Doggy food bag.
Speaking of a little bit of flavor. A little bit of recycled protein never hurt anyone.
That was pretty to hear that raven, huh? You can hear it echoing through the forest.
Yep. It's a crow, actually, not a raven.
It's a crow, not a raven.
Yeah, we don't actually have ravens around here.
You don't.
Nope. They're further north, usually.
I've been up near Crater Lake. The last place I remember seeing ravens.
Interesting.
Ravens are way bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, they also have a different bill. And also sometimes they have a bit of a crown for their head, top of their heads than anything.
Really slippery.
Yeah, it's the roots that are slippery, not the mud, which is ironic. I'm used to it though, you know, so it's all good.
Pacific Northwest. Expected.
Yep.
As nice as the one down below.
No, that's fine. Obviously, this is going to be the more heavily traversed one, just because of the fact that's the one actually to the column itself, which is the main attraction. Not this tree, unfortunately.
So just go on the left. Well, you probably did here. Go on the embankment.
There we go.
So you can see it's slippery.
It's like climbing ice spaces or something. You just got to put your foot down and try to find that right angle in place, and you're good. Like that side, actually, the right side was the best place because it was the driest, because nobody wanted to take the roots on for some reason. Just don't stare. Why?
This must be a Sitka too. I'm looking to how that's smaller, the bark's in smaller cubicles.
Yeah.
And you got other ones that look like they run longer. But judging by the bark, and the roots will look like similar to that other one. That must be Sitka too.
I'm sure it is. That was actually nice to get you by it while you're talking about it, because it shows the real perspective. Like even in person, it didn't seem that big until I saw it in through the viewfinder, and I'm like, dang, that's even bigger than in person, you thought.
Beautiful forest. Beautiful forest.
Oh yeah.
Those look like sandstone, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It has that more yellow and orange tint, so you can tell it's sandstone. That's, you know, how we got our beaches, is erosion. So it's actually how all beaches form, actually, now that I think about it, but whee! Took that a little too fast.
Yeah, be careful.
Whoa.
I almost slipped on that stair. Don't step on the edge of it. It's all worn away.
Right where it's
Mm-hmm.
wood.
Oh no, it's still slippery everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I figured going down to be the more likely, because now you have to work with gravity rather than fight against it.
Here, smell this.
Hang on.
Here, take that with you and smell that little pile right there.
You got a little handle you can use here.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that nice, dude? Oh my word.
And unlike the sap, which smells exactly the same, yo.
I just about went down too. That's
Yeah.
Same thing on the stair.
Yep, right there.
Yep. So the main rule for anti-slip when you're on hills like this is to try to go sideways. You always want to angle your feet on the sides, like there.
And then keeping your weight over your feet so you're not going to slip back.
Yep. So like that. It's obviously not 100% guarantee you're going to avoid slippage, but you know.
I'm gonna go down this way, though. This looks straight over here.
It's drier, yeah.
Left root. You got some branches to step on.
Are you all right?
I knew it. I felt it coming before I started to slip.
Now your butt's open, buddy.
Yeah, well, I brought a spare change of clothes too, so.
Well, I'd wipe that mud.
Oh!
You all right?
Yeah, it went. One of the point on the root went directly into my hip bone, like my femoral head. Ugh.
Plus, you only had one hand to catch yourself. You record your
Actually, yeah, I technically got my fall on camera, so that's great. After giving instruction about how to avoid falling, and then I literally said, "Well, you know, it's not like, you know, inevitability that'll prevent your fall," and then I literally slipped and fell.
I thought you were just joking. I didn't even think you were going down.
No, I said "oop" before I started to slip because I felt it. Like I just felt the gravity pulling. I was like, "Oh God." Yeah.
Shorts I brought for you?
Yeah.
You could put those in use right away.
I could too if I wanted to. Yeah, I brought spare clothes, like I said too, not just a towel. But yeah.
No wonder you wanted to go swimming in the ocean. You had this planned all along.
Yes, evil schemer.
Uh-oh, staircases. Staircases.
And then we're down to the nice gravel.
Yeah, much better.
See, my problem is that sometimes when I'm going down hills like that, I'll start to catch too much momentum. And I just go into the momentum instead of trying to pull myself back.
Yeah.
So that's usually the main problem. I always end up falling on my ass anyway, so that's good. I don't have much there to protect, but you know, at least there's some cushion. Yeah, the flat butt.
Yeah, it was.
Look at this. Oh well. It ain't a true adventure unless you're falling at some point.
Well, I just went.
Exactly.
Did I do that?
Oh yeah, you can actually, if you look from over here, up right here, you can actually see the river.
Oh yeah.
See that
The little
cove in the
small
tree.
little openings.
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
It's a beautiful afternoon, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. Gracious. And here I considered actually stopping recording before we were coming back down. So I wouldn't have got my fall, but I did. Smart. It's always fun. But see, you can tell how, like, with the cutting down and the dying of those trees and then not refilling it and not putting any, you know, ground plants or anything or understory. Yeah. It just straight up,
Hurts it.
it just erodes the hell out of it. Yeah. And we have this form of like medium hard clay that goes down for feet underneath our topsoil here in Oregon. So
Then the clay stands out and it dries up on it.
yeah, in the summers, and then it gets wet, and because it has been dry for so long, it erodes easier and faster. It comes down in chunks. See, there's another problem of our problems.
The vine?
Yeah, that is English ivy. So it's not only invasive, but it just strangles trees to death. In fact, that tree is dead. So it could have been partially
The
that.
house we grew up in Foss Road had trees, oak trees covered in English ivy.
Yeah. English ivy is always a problem.
They're almost all dead now, I think.
I wouldn't be
Last
surprised.
time I went down there, most of them were gone. That grove had been there for hundreds of years,
Yep.
maybe even 500.
Sad. Oak stands. Not too surprising.
Have you seen pictures of it? You've seen it yourself.
I haven't been there. I've seen pictures. My friend Terry actually took some pictures.
Well, look at all those waves. Bill, look on the Oregon side. Look at all the waves at the point way down there. You can see them.
You can't mistake king tides. Those things are immense. That's a part of the reason why Cape Kiwanda almost doesn't exist at all anymore. King tides, yeah. It within about 8 years, it completely eroded into the ocean. Yeah, there's like nothing left of Cape Kiwanda.
And then you have idiots that come along and push over the little things that we have.
Well, a lot of people were climbing on top of it too. So you know, hey, the sun's coming out to play. Perfect timing. Look at that, man. Isn't that neat? Been smiled on this evening. I love it. We have the storms up here in Washington, just a little ways to the north. That's really starting to rip. You can tell she's giving her hell up there. Ooh wee! Look how mean. She's getting heavy, and then obviously the moisture's collecting as you go east.
Big old gray blob, huh?
Yep. And then we have the sun come into play with us on our side. The sun's on our side. I'm not even a big sun person. But so that big ass ridge is Saddle Mountain. Technically it's North Saddle Mountain, but everybody just calls it Saddle Mountain because everybody forgets that South Saddle Mountain exists. And then there's this like wizard cap type of I hate the angle of my cameras because I always have to point further to the side than they are actually. So it looks like it should be about here. There's next to the tree, right next to the tree branch. There is, should be like here. There is like a wizard cap type of peak, mountain peak. And I'm pretty sure that's Mount Hebo. Pretty sure that's Mount Hebo. There's an old, long retired weather station up there. And then obviously have the main feature of Astor Park in Astoria, which I'm going to try to climb to the top today because I never successfully made it to the top because of acrophobia. It's the phobia of heights, so irrational fear that you have no reason for. You can actually see John Jacob Astor on this emblem. You see that? I'm actually pointing directly at his emblem on the tower, but in the camera view, I have to point here. So I have to go way to the left. It doesn't even make any sense, but that's John Jacob Astor himself. Look at that, man. The sun's starting to go back, so I got starting to get back behind the sun clouds again. So Saddle Mountain, my Hebda's over there. That is Ecola. That down there is the west end of Astoria. Obviously, had the bridge over here, Astoria Megler. The walkout is way out over here. Willapa Bay is just beyond the ridges over here. Yeah. In Old Town Astoria, you see the canneries and stuff down here, or all down there. One of the oldest canneries, I think, in the United States, not just in Astoria, because Astoria is that old. Down that area, burned down and then collapsed into the river, unfortunately. But there's a lot of ships. You don't see any ships in Astoria right now. It's because they're waiting just over here, because I'm assuming that means that the bar is in terrible condition right now for them, so they can't safely exit, traverse it. So, and there's Uncle Daryl.
Are we going up?
The wild Hawaii man. Yeah. Set up there. I don't even know where Dad is, actually. I lost track of him. He said he didn't want to go up, but he even says he even feels weird on the spiral staircase, but here we go. You're being, oh no, you're going to the trash can. I thought you were trying to be all proper about it. Be like, I'm only using sidewalks today. Well, I must be ever the rebel then. I'm going across the parking lot. Evil. But the artwork is still cool, though.
Cool. Is this kind of track their whole trip?
I suppose so. I've never really paid much attention. That's the problem, because we never really spent much time here when we were here. Hey, the sun's coming out. I got to play. Perfect timing once again. Jefferson, Lewis, and Clark.
And the Saddle Mountain's beautiful, huh? Look at that outcropping of rock. That's pretty.
Uh-huh. As the sun comes out. Oh, that's nice. That sun with the contrast with the wind chill.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
This is a little wind chill out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's your Saddle Mountain. So, this is the Youngs River.
Right.
Right here. So, this becomes Youngs Bay. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the Youngs River. I'm pretty sure that's the Youngs River. I can't remember what river that one is. But basically, back in here around the curve, there's another river that comes into it. I can't remember what that river is called right now. It might be called the Lewis River. I think it is called the Lewis or Lewis and Clark River. Look at the condor. Or not the condor, but the raptor flying around. Yeah. She's beautiful. I'm really hoping that this turns out as it shows on to us in the naked eye, but it still doesn't look like it, does it? It still looks really dark. It's still not quite right. There's still a little too much yellow in this, but yeah. Oh, that's way better. It's still a bit dark, but that's way better. Oh, yeah. It's exposure value. That's exactly what it was. It was exposure value. I was right. I should have trusted my first instinct, man. It was exposure value. So, North Saddle Mountain, or just Saddle Mountain. Pretty sure that right there is Mount Hebo. So I was right. I should have trusted my first instinct. It wasn't white balance. It was exposure value. But, oh. So Daryl's already climbing to the top. No, I know. I saw that. As soon as I was like, oh, yeah, there it is. But, yeah, when the sun was shining on this just perfectly. Oh.
There's a crack going all the way up.
Well, I'm going to try it because I haven't done it yet. So, I just realized I'm still zoomed in. Oops. Yeah, I heard it. I've heard that earlier. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Daryl.
staircase inside
The you went ahead. Oh, really? Wait, the Capitol's like this? It's a staircase like this, though. That's kind of wild. Okay. Didn't know there was a landing. Hello. And I'm in flip-flops, so this is going to be fun if I lose one. Well, somebody gets debrained by a flip-flop. All right. I'm getting to that point now where I'm starting to feel a little, but it's also my knees are getting tired already. How many feet up is this again? Like 200? Shit. Okay. Shit. Oh God. It's all in my head, but I can see the light from the top. So I'm like halfway up. But damn, that's scary looking. Okay. Screw this phobia. I'm probably gonna be on my knees though. That's all. Okay. I have to talk myself through this like I'm in labor. Oh. Yeah, I have to talk myself through this like I'm in labor. Oh, it's okay, the baby will come soon. Just don't, don't die. But yeah, I'm feeling the Oh Lord, this is so tiring. I'm so close to the top. Look, I can almost reach it. Oh yeah, I know. I don't think Dad's coming up though.
I like how they do a glass top here called lit natural light.
Yeah, for sure. Oh Lordy.
I need to go check out the views from there. Oh, we're building ball.
I told you he's not coming out. He's not coming up. He's not coming up. I'm gonna hang back against not against the railing, but.
The mounts, check it out. Wow.
Oh yeah.
You hit, stand right here and you
Wow.
stand right about here and you can
Dude, that's incredible. So, the wind is brutal though.
stand over here, you'll be hit.
Oh, I don't mean cold. I mean it's brutal as in it's strong.
Yeah.
But I know, and I knew to expect that too, and I didn't for some reason. But yeah, that mountain there, that's I want to say that's St. Helens,
Yeah,
but that looks like St. Helens, so that's St. Helens.
Oh.
So what the hell is that? I think that's St. Helens. It's got to be St. Helens, unless that's Rainier. But I see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you know what? That is St. Helens over there.
Really?
Which means, oops, I'm pointing badly. So that's St. Helens right there. Which means this has got to be Mount Rainier, because geographically where we are, that's got to be Rainier. I didn't know Rainier had so much of a crater in it. Holy cow! Actually, I didn't expect to find out. You can see you can actually even see this all the way back there towards Cathlamet. You can actually see the steam from the paper plants, man. And then you can see one single set of smoke here, which is obviously from a burn somebody's doing. But yeah, you got over here, you got North Saddle Mountain, or just Saddle Mountain, which has been closed for a long time, sadly. That wind's really starting to kick up, isn't it? Oh my goodness. And then you can tell it's getting towards evening. It's classic on the Oregon coast. There's our friend the sun, somewhere over there around the rainbow, around the bend. Oh, it's not this on my head. I need a bicycle thing. It's so cool, man. Okay, so here. Over there.
The wind go through these rungs of these here.
I'm paranoid, dude. Now that the wind's kicking, I'm like, shh.
You can hear it.
I'm gonna go this way though, because
There's no wind right here.
well, yeah, you're blocked. That's true, but that's not what I meant. The high school's down there. Okay, what? I want to do this, and I'm literally clinging to the wall because I know acrophobia is still gonna definitely, I'm not gonna suddenly get over it overnight just because I'm up here.
See that kind of orange red roof building? There's a little white one that's kind of interesting little building.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta figure out where your house is.
True. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna want to live in it anymore. It'd be cool to live in it, but so that's actually a military installation down there. It's not really installation, but it's like barracks and stuff.
You mean that little island?
It's actually not an island. That's a peninsula. Yeah. And then I've got the ships in the Columbia waiting because of the bar. Obviously, is too strong. Look at that though. Look at that, like that building out there on the pier. That's crazy. I love that. I think that's the one that may have had some damage on the side though. I saw coming in. But yeah, and then there's a tiny little town somewhere. It's either this way or this way. I think it's actually that way, but it might be because I see buildings over here. It's called Chinook. It's actually a place named for the Chinook. It's really cool. It makes total sense. But yeah. So you can tell where all the development and stuff is happening in Astoria, and where everybody, new people are moving in. There's a Coast Guard ship because that's the Maritime Museum right there.
Cool.
And then obviously Old Town is here, all throughout that area. It is such a pretty town though. This is like what you call a storybook town, It really is kind of storybook, like something straight out of one. It's an awesome town place. I love the orange on this building. Sure you do. You love it. There's a good old Megler. Yeah, see that logo? Sunset Empire is what they call the transit district in Clatsop County. I love the amount of orange though that they have in the town. Like, what's with that?
That's probably gives you some color on those gray winter days.
Oh, for sure, yeah. How like the bridge really does dominate the view though on the north end of town. What is going on there? Look at that dorky art. I know here. I was referring to here.
This is not the Columbia River. This is the Youngs River.
This is Youngs Bay going into the Columbia. So Columbia is just over here, like literally where you see the ends of the land here, back by you, and then over here. That's the mouth of the Youngs Bay into the Columbia.
That ship is a big boy, dude.
Yep.
Is that the one I thought was like wrecked or something?
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
Super cool. I imagine it's deceptively deep here. And the helicopter's landing at the airport now, because the airport's just over here.
Is it?
Yep. The Heckie's right there.
Probably a Coast Guard shop room. Yes.
It's the right shape and everything size, so that's what I figured myself. There's something else. It's a lift. There's the copter. Into the sunset.
I think they
Ship's moving. Huh?
It is, yep. I see the wave, the wake in front of it, and it's also turned already. It turned quick. See the shining of the helicopter landing slowly. Yeah, the sun's shining on you. I gotta take advantage of it.
Pam, you know Uncle Billy's Pam. She graduated high school here in Warrenton.
Really?
Yeah, her dad was in the Coast Guard, so they went wherever the Coast Guard took them. I think she was born in Oahu. I think he was based in Oahu when she was born. I think she's a native Hawaiian. Just like Keenan, I didn't even realize he was born in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's going up into Warrenton as well.
Where is Fort Stevens? Oh, this way.
That's what I figured, yeah, because it's going up this way. I'm like, this is Warrenton, so I'm pretty sure I remember this is the right road. See, I only remember this via map.
It's been a long time since I've been to Fort Stevens. Probably over 20 years.
I remember going to Fort Stevens for a short period, like by the bay, Cranberry, or not bay, but the lake they have there, like the Cranberry Lake or whatever it's called. It's, you know, it's gonna feed you for a long time. So it's like you get a stockpile it, and then especially if you're also in a fish-rich place like this, you get a, you know, you're good at catching fish enough, you can actually stockpile that too.
That's right, fish and wild game.
It's fantastic stuff.
That's what's cool about Maui. You can eat fruit that grows year-round.
Yep.
You've got all the fish in the ocean, and you've got axis deer, and you've got wild boars.
The implants.
All the invasive species that are destroying the natives. They'd love you to get rid of those.
Oh yeah.
So eat them.
It's kind of like Texas with the wild hogs that they have too. So yeah.
We saw the butt of a wild boar. We were coming down from Haleakala one night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just a little black pig butt heading off into the brush.
That's kind of cool.
Tell me about that.
Because it didn't fit any of them, so they gave it to me, and then I just had to get a replacement seat because the seat is so uncomfortable.
Was it one of those like axe head seats?
Yeah, basically it was the most egregiously like, really? You think that this is gonna work?
A seat that is about as comfortable as an axe head, except worse?
Yes. You can actually see the wind in the beach.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Wow.
We still, Bill, the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we can really get some killer lighting.
Hopefully. I see the clouds going all the way down, though. Yeah. All right. This is the first time to me. I'm going to count this as my first time ever being here at Fort Stevens because I don't recall ever being here. So. This is where the Iredale is.
Sand in my eyes.
Yep, already I am too. And we both have glasses on, so that says a lot. I'm going to go up top first. On top of this dune. It's all wet. It's all moist. Surprising. Whoop. 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 Actually, this is wicked steep. It's probably less steep to go the other way. But, yeah. I know, I see it, yeah. Going up top first. Oh, it's been so long since I've been at the coast and on the beach. Oh, but I remember how brutal it is to have any kind of footwear when you're trying to climb. Eyes closed. Woo, okay. Hang on. Get my nose. It's out of bounds. I think truly is steeper than you actually expect it to be. Then again, maybe it's still land this lower than you expect it to be. But yeah, the wind is wicked. Oh my goodness, dude. There's the Iredale. I'm just casually getting sanded down right now with the wind. Welcome to the Pacific Coast, especially in the Northwest, man. Isn't this just gorgeous, though? Oh my goodness. It is still a little dark, unfortunately, but it actually is showing in real life. It is magnificent, though. This is great. This is great. I'm eating sand. To the actual lighting around here. Yeah, it is. There we go. Much, much better. I'm starting to shake because that wind is just cold enough. Iredale. Ecola. Saddle Mountain. Milwaukee is just over there behind this ridge. Wind and sand. Ooh. I went back down the way it came. Avoid all that sand getting blown directly into my face and eyes. I actually have some sand in my eyes. Could be a lot worse. Yeah.
Sperm Whale on the beach too.
Really? Another one?
Yeah, it's a bill's head.
Oh man, maybe he's talking about the one that was washed up there before. Oh yeah, that smells like ocean. Definitely decay. Oh no, there is a sperm whale down there. It's still there. Is that the same one? That might be the same one. Oh wow. These things are... Yeah, you don't want to fuck with a whale. That is dead. Raptors absolutely love birds when topics like this. They adore the Columbia basin. Exactly the Columbia. Yeah, you can see that whale. There's a whale right there. That's a dead sperm whale. Oh, I'm shaking. It's not getting good. Not good. I want to shake. Shake my sense up. Hey, if you remember that, you remember it. Description of the century, am I right? Washington up that way. Washed up on the Oregon coast, 1906. It's been here ever since. Because it was 1906, it's made of metal. Although you can actually, although ships you might think, oh, it was older than 1906. They were definitely metalworking back then. And this wind is crazy today, and I love it. But of course, because it's coming off our coast, it's very marine, so it's very cold. It's bitter windshield. Let's get a closer look. And then she'll protect me a little bit. I guess he, if you want to go by Peter, whoever the heck Peter Iredale is. It's actually a good question. If you know who Peter Iredale was, let me know. If I post this, that is. I probably will. Why not, right? I love the colors on this, don't you? Because of the weight, you have all the punch bowl effects. Not too big of a, I was going to say stern, a bow. But look at this punch bowl effect. It is just amazing looking. Here comes the waves. I do actually have I just realized I still have a spare set of boxer shorts and so underwear and shorts, so I can still afford to actually get wet. But it's cold because it's winter, but I'm used to it. You stand out in it long enough, man. Look at the way the water's just like getting whipped. That's cool. I wish I wasn't shaking, but the gyroscope on an action cam, it's not too bad, is it? Hopefully. These are some of the tiniest barnacles I've seen in my life. Look at them. I don't know if it wants to behave. The camera doesn't look like it wants to behave. It looks like it wants to be all blurry about it, but definitely showing brighter now that I'm closer, which I guess makes sense. Light refraction, but now, in normal, quote-unquote, human terms to me, I normally would think, oh, bow is the back of the boat, and I'm dyslexic, so a lot of times I'll do that to myself, but not to be convenient. Bow is the front. A good way to remember that the bow is the front of a ship is because we have stern wheelers, and stern wheelers are always at the back of a ship. Thus, this is a bow. Oh, I love it. Partial sand dollar. Oh, look at that ship out there. That's really cool. You see the light of the big ship? Can you see it? Just kind of getting hidden behind the waves now. I'm assuming the tide's coming in because, man, the waves are getting bigger and bigger, but I think it's also just the front. It's mainly going north, but she's rip roaring, man. I'm giving her hell, and I love it. Whoops! Got a little bit on the leg sleeve, but that's fine. The leg sleeve. Leg sleeve! Okay, yeah, it's like the curve inward. Don't know if you could actually see that or not, but the wind's blowing mightily enough that you can really get a good gauge on. Actually, I'm actually starting to feel it push it against me enough that I'm actually kind of struggling a little bit. I'll happily take a coast rock, thank you. Oh, you sneaky bastard! Right when I chose to put it down, what a dick move. The reason why I took them off and decided to hold them was because of the fact I'm like, I don't want to get them wet. Well, now they're wet. See, they're foam. But they actually are, so. But I'll happily take a coast rock all day. Another one. There's so much history in these kind of rocks, too, so. Happily. Souvenir, and it's free. A moment of calm that just happened there. Crazy. Love it. Now we're gonna go explore the baby sperm whale. It's still there. So we're gonna explore that now. That's way that's not. That is far from anywhere near confusable with any other whale. That is the shape. That is the signature in every way. You can see at the top of the hump here, that's actually where the eye is. I can tell it's where the eye is. It's just a normal, yeah, that's definitely a sperm. You see a sand castle. It's not actually that uncommon for whales this time of year because of calving season and everything to have misadventures or get struck by ships or go astray, starve, things like that. It's clear though, despite it, and despite the whale corpse being there, somebody, I'm assuming, has had a real fun time climbing. Getting those incredibly sought after razor climbs of the northwest coast. That's definitely granite. So that was the smell I was smelling. I'm like, yeah, I've smelled that unpleasant smell before when coming to the coast. And it's not the normal coast smell. It's the whale. It's actually not that bad. I'm surprised. It would be way worse, but I'm not complaining. It's not that bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. And I know my nose is running, but it's the wind. Can't exactly help it. Crab shell. That's a young crab. That's too small to keep, so probably got ran over. Sayonara, my friend. They're like, screw you, you stupid sea lions. So I always want to do that to like things out of here like that. Like, did I ask your? Yep, that's basically what they are. Now, see, it's too bright because it's going to overexpose it. Also, I can tell there's like sea residue on my lens. But welcome to Rogale Breweries on Pier 39. Cool. Ramblin' Rose. So, here with Pier 39, they have a public bathroom for the pier itself. It's this, the road goes through those doors. I didn't expect to hear that, but this is actually kind of really cool. Actual crab place? Like, what? Yeah, you can see the dungeons in there. Look at that. Bro, that's crazy. That's super cool, though. Like, fresh caught, and then they just put them in there. Wow. It's kind of like a special marketplace, eh? This is super neat. Okay. So it's down here in the, she said to the far, oh yeah, right here. Look at that. There's a metal. This is cool. This is fucking unique as hell. I love it. Coin laundry. Wow, okay. So that's women's. Let's see what we got over here. So that was a women's, it turns out. What? It's even further. This is cool too, though. So, oh yeah, it's on this side. Salmon for all. This is really neat, actually. Oh, look at the river. I'm gonna have to take a peek out there here pretty quick. These different boats. Gillnet's just so bad for fish, but this is neat. I doubt that's structurally sound enough for me to dunk on, but I could definitely grab that. But I'm gonna return real quickly. Wow, this is interesting. Oh wow, they even have a bench. This is crazy. I'm sure technically you're not supposed to. Can you hear that? Can you hear the waves? That's cool. But I think technically you're not supposed to be out here at night when they're closed because safety reasons, but that's fine. Yeah, so the river is deceptively calm. For sure. It's a river directly down. That's water. Because, you know, safety reasons, but it's not cordoned off either, so as long as you're safe about it, it should be good. I bet there's water directly down there too, so we don't hear anything. I see Bumblebee. Cool. You are so tempting. I would jump it down and just realize I have full pockets with tech, so that's not a smart idea. This is interesting. I wonder what this wall's all about. There's a bunch of different people, families, years. Interesting. That's kind of cool, hey? It's like
captured through the
yeah.
reflection of the.
Yep. But it's just really cool because, yeah, it's nice.
Reflection of the light on the water. That's cool.
Yep.
I loved hearing the sea lions. They were just going off, dude.
Love to be.
I heard them when we were up on a trail.
The reflection.
Oh,
I did too. Yeah. Up by the column.
In Newport, you can go down below Clearwater Cafe, and they have docks right there where they're there just for the sea lions. People come walk and they just go watch them. Or if you're up at Clearwater Restaurant, you look right down on those docks and you can watch them.
What an amazing animal, dude. They can withstand super cold ocean for long periods. Then they sleep on these cold rocks.
Forever.
Animals are amazing, dude.
Yep.
And they didn't adapt to that. You know why? They would have died. The first ones would have died. They would have froze to death. They didn't adapt to it. Sorry. But that did. That is one of the biggest robberies of mankind. A theory of evolution.
Didn't even make the mistake. That's a violation of the most sacred scientific law, which is scientific method. Violate scientific method.
You have to prove that it.
Didn't make the theory statement.
But yet everybody believes it.
Unproven hypothesis. Well, it's the same thing where they basically convince everybody that if you don't believe this, you're stupid. So everybody believes they don't want to be stupid, so they go ahead and believe it.